Hello from Bulgaria, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Nico, and today I'm going to show you one of my favorite DJ controllers, the Pioneer DDJ XP2. It's a small but incredibly powerful machine that in my opinion is one of the best controllers Pioneer has ever made. I'll explain why I think so. We'll show you my setup and share some personal experience, including why I've actually bought this controller 3 times. From the very first touch, you can feel that this is a true Pioneer product. The build quality is brilliant, the body is solid, the buttons are firm, the pads are super responsive and perfect. And also the backlighting is pure pleasure to work with in the dark. Let's start with the most common questions and misunderstandings about this controller. First, you can't play music with it alone. You will need a mixer with a sound card or another controller, even a small one, because this device doesn't have an audio interface. The second key question you might be asking, where are the cue and play buttons? It might look like it doesn't have them, but in Rekordbox there is a preset that not only provides those buttons but even lights them up as cue and play. And there is also pitch bend plus and minus buttons. We'll talk more about that later. Now, back to the details. This is a controller you can safely toss in your backpack and be confident it will survive the road even if you drop it. Reliable, compact and extremely practical. The XP2 works with Rekordbox, Serato, DJ Pro and even Virtual DJ, which makes it an universal tool for any DJ. And here comes maybe the most interesting part. This is probably one of the cheapest Pioneer controllers that unlocks full version of Rekordbox. That alone makes it a fantastic deal. With it, get access to everything: hot cues, beat jump, sampler, loop roll, pad effects and a bunch more. To unlock its full potential, all you need is a mixer, as I mentioned earlier. I personally use my Pioneer DJM 750 Mark II. This combo is great. You get functionality that easily rivals high-end setups with CDJs and mixers. XP2 acts like an extension or add-on controller to your mixer, giving you control, flexibility and creativity that's hard to find in something that compact. One of its biggest advantages, the entire setup, XP2 and DJM 750, fits in a single large backpack. Sure, there are smaller setups on the market, but honestly many of them are awful to work with. This one is the smallest setup you can proudly bring to a gig. And when you hold the controller in your hands, it doesn't look ridiculously tiny, not like a bottle of mineral water in Shaquille O'Neal's hands. It's a setup that looks professional even in the hands of top-class DJs. And when we talk about brand like Pioneer, we are talking about industry standards, reliability, stability and prestige. Let's quickly run through the specs now. Don't worry, they're short. Dimensions: 33.3 centimeters wide, 23.5 deep and 4.2 high. And the weight only 1.5 kilos. Now let's take a look at the buttons, starting from top left to right. First, we have 1, 2, 3 buttons for selecting up to 3 assigned effects. You can adjust the level of the selected effect with the touch strip below them. And if you want to lock it, you can use the hold button. Next is the auto loop button, which set a 4-bit loop. The buttons below just double or half the loop length. Then there is quantize, which doesn't sync the tempo like sync button does. Instead, it lets you trigger the track perfectly in time, even if you are slightly early or late. Quantize aligns you exactly with the grid of the track. Beat sync is the good old sync button, or as I like to call it, the taboo for 90% of DJs in Bulgaria. It's still a mystery to me why so many people brag about not using it. It's like saying I'm such a tough guy, I'll drive to the seaside with no air conditioning because I'm a real driver. If you've taken the time to properly grid your tracks, sync will only help you. Some might say, yeah, but bands like Kool and the Gang and others from that era were recorded live, so their tempo drifts. Well, it's 2025. There's something called flexible beat grid, which keeps even those live tempo tracks in sync. So let's leave that old school beat matching by ear pride back where it belongs, in the past. Next are the slip reverse and key lock buttons. The key lock keeps the track pitch when you change the tempo, and the slip reverse is the so-called sensor button with other brands. Below them, the plus/minus buttons adjust pitch or musical key if needed. In the middle you have the browser encoder for scrolling through playlists with Shift and In buttons. Below it, used to switch between internal and relative mode when using the XP2 as a part of DVS turntable system. You'll notice that many buttons have white labels underneath. Those are secondary functions you access by holding Shift before pressing the button. You have 4+4 pad modes, again toggled with Shift. Hot cue, pad effects, beat jump, sampler, and after pressing Shift modes 5 to 8, keyboard mode, pad effects 2, beat loop, and key shift. Below are 32 sturdy multicolor performance pads, 16 per side, giving you access to a wide range of pad functions. Silent cue works like a mute button, letting you unmute a track at the perfect moment for more creative mixes with just one hot cue tap. Now, from my personal experience, I've been into DJing and audio gear for over 30 years. Since way back in the early 90s when Monocore and Gemini were big names. Over the years, I've owned dozens of mixers, turntables, players and controllers, probably over 30 different models. But only one, the Pioneer XP2, I've bought 3 times. I buy it, use it and sell it, and then I miss it so much so I buy it again. No other device has pulled me back like this one. That alone says how special this controller is, at least for me. Let's summarize. Excellent build quality. It works with Rekordbox, Serato, Virtual DJ and even Algorithm's DJ Pro, with small exception that effects level strips don't function there. Compact and durable. Reasonably priced. Professional feel and functionality. Unlocks Rekordbox without needing an extra license. And its only drawback? Maybe lack of jog wheels, but honestly that's probably a big plus, because thanks to that the design stays compact, light and easy to carry, yet not so tiny that it looks like a toy for people with miniature hands. If you want jog wheels, there are plenty of models for that, but if you want efficiency and creative control, the XP2 is unbeatable. Now about those cue and play buttons, the so-called transport controls. If you want to turn the XP2 into a complete controller, you just need to enable those buttons. Super easy, though a bit hidden. Open Rekordbox and in the top bar, just left on the settings, you'll find MIDI and pad buttons. Both work, but it's quicker to choose pads. When the menu opens, you'll see templates section. It's inactive because you're in the standard preset. So under the hot cue, just select user 1, then from templates choose transport. Boom! You now have cue and play buttons, properly lit along with hot cues on the first row. You can even add more hot cues from 5 to 8 on the second row and save you layout as a custom preset. As you can see, with just a few small tweaks, we've made this controller equal to models that cost much, much more. In conclusion, the Pioneer DDJ XP2 is a controller that can inspire both beginner and professional DJs alike. It combines compactness, flexibility and quality, rarely found in this class. If you want a controller that will last for years and make you smile every time you touch it, the XP2 is your choice. If this video was helpful, please subscribe, just leave a comment and share which controller is your favorite. And if you want to get in touch with me, visit djcarburetor.com or bulgariansound.com. And if you want to buy this amazing controller or another one from Alpha Theta, Pioneer DJ Allen & Heath or Native Instruments here in Bulgaria or in the region, do not hesitate to reach out to our friends, djshop.bg. You can also visit their store in our capital Sofia. The address is 117 Pernik Street. From me, Nico, until next time. And as they say in the DJ version of Star Wars, may the music force be with you. Bye.